Good morning, it's me. I'm back. I'm Stephanie Flath, Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm coming to you live Wednesday morning, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. I'm really excited to be here. I say that every week, don't I? I just love sharing stamping with you. I have Carrie with me. Good morning, Carrie. Do you have your coffee already, or you have somebody getting that for you yet? I'm not a coffee drinker, by the way. So, yeah, I just have to wake up on my own I just have to wake up. Good morning, Nancy. I'm glad to see you. I always have to drink water in the morning. I missed you last week. I know you were traveling, so I guess you were listening to me because I saw that you were on, and Carrie said that you were on your way to her. In hand. All right, good job. So I don't have to be the one to keep you awake. You'll stay awake with your coffee, right? Oh, things are showing weird. Oh, Marsha's here. I can't tell when people are coming on, except for words. Usually there's like, it shows the profile pictures. So if I can recognize your profile picture when it's like that big, then I can see who's on. Hi, Bev. I'm so happy that you're here. Thank you for sharing your news right away this morning. Yay! Bev is a breast cancer survivor, and she just got her certificate that she was done for treatments. She sent us a picture this morning. She's another Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And, well, I guess Marsha's not. I was going to say all of you on here are actually. Marsha's not. But anyway, thanks for celebrating with us. That's awesome. Okay, so let's see. Do I have things to share with you? I haven't been having stories, I feel like. And I thought I had one, but I think I dreamed it. I think, yeah, I don't know. I thought I had a story, but I think I may have just dreamed it. Sorry, I love you, Marsha. You don't have to apologize for just being a buyer. No, I just all of a sudden realized that I thought I had all demonstrators on here instead of just customers. So sweet. Okay, so I'll talk really quick. I'll probably do it at the end too. But just so while we're waiting for a few more people to get on. So November 1, can you believe it's going to be November 1? It is on Friday. And we have the new paper trimmer is available to customers on Friday. I've been enjoying it. I like it. It's nice. I feel like I still have to clean out the fuzziness in there a lot, but but once I get it cleaned out, probably just I had so much cardstock I was cutting. But once I get it cleaned out, it's great. I'm still on my first blade, and I've been using it a bunch, which is great for customers because you won't be able to get blades until later, like January maybe. But anyway, so awesome colors. So November 1, that's when you can get it. And then also we have a Christmas Time is Here suite is what it's called. I did not get this suite, but I have a cool flyer, and I will put it up on my website eventually. So this stuff is closer. Okay, so here's the stamp set. This is Christmas Rose, I believe it's called. And I don't know if you can tell on video, but I noticed on here, there's a little, I'll point it out to you right here. There's a little thing that says distinctive stamp. So these are the ones that I think I showed you. Was it last week I showed you? No, it's been a while. The plaid Christmas tree that I showed sponging on it because the distinctive stamps, they're kind of picky as far as sorry. You need your ink pad to either be really well, it can't be too wet and it can't be too dry. That's the thing. Because either you can fill in all the cracks and crannies that, because the distinctive stamps, there's a lot of texture in it. And it's a patent pending design that Stampin' Up! Came up with to get all this cool color contrast on a single stamp with a single color. But if you have too much ink on your pad, then it kind of fills in all the cracks and crannies. And if you don't have enough ink on your pad, then it doesn't, you don't catch all that detail. So so I showed it sponging. So anyway, this stamp set, not this one, that's a line art, but these are distinctive stamps. So anyway, here's the stamp set, and there's designer paper. There's even a cool bracelet that you can get if you love jewelry. Charming rose bracelet. There's dies. Look at these roses right here can be cut out with these dies, so you don't even have to do the coloring of the stamp set. You could just do it with the dies. This is gold shimmer ribbon, and these are, I forgot what they're called, gold glitter enamel dots. So these are kind of cool, but I didn't get any of this suite, but you can get it on November 1. Just like you can get the trimmer and the suite, and you're all good. Cindy, I see you found me. she was looking for me. Oh, I don't know, maybe a half hour ago is probably when she started. She couldn't find me, and then when I was just a second ago, she's like, I still can't find you. And I had to clear her message. If you can't find me while I'm on, I can't help you, Cindy. I'm so sorry. Okay, so I'll share that again at the end really quick. There's a couple things that are coming available November 1. Okay, so there are two things. I'm showing one card today, but there are two. It's honestly a simple card, but I just fell in love with two different things about this card. So I'm going to show you what I'm using, and then I'll put you down and work with it. Okay, so I'm using again, and I'm showing you in the catalog because people have a hard time finding it. This is page 39 in the holiday catalog, and this is the Most Wonderful Time product medley. So the difference between a medley and a suite is a medley is a group of products. We could even say a suite of products. So it's all a suite. Let's start with suite. A suite of products is a whole bunch of products that coordinate together. So like for the, well, I'll go back to this one that I was telling you about. Okay, so this one, we have the stamp set. There's two stamp sets. Well, it's all part of one, but anyway, great big rows and then the pieces to it. Stamp set, the dies, the ribbon, the bracelet, the designer paper, all these things coordinate. Okay. Oh, the glitter enamel dots. Here's the stamp set again in case you missed it. Okay, so a suite of products. It all coordinates. It all goes together, and so like it takes all the thinking out of what you're working with in it. So it goes all together, and you can buy that as a suite, or you can buy that individually. That's what a suite of products is. Now, a product medley, like page 39 in this catalog, a product medley is a suite of products that only comes all together. So, like in this medley, you get the stamp set and the dies that you can't see very well right there. And there's really pretty designer paper, and there's stickers. Seems like our medleys usually have stickers in them, and I'm actually loving the stickers. What's that one? Oh, there's some foil, like, I don't know, designer paper that has foil as the designs. So that's what it is. And, oh, there's tinsel ribbon, and there's stars. Do you remember the stars from last week? At least I think I used them. I have them out here somewhere. Oh, here's the stars that are part of this Most Wonderful Time product medley. Okay, so you got the difference between a medley and a suite? Basically, a suite... I'm going to really confuse you. Medley goes all together. Just like when you smash a whole bunch of songs in a song medley, like it's song after song after song. It goes together. Okay. Stays together. That's what. All right. So I'm using this medley again. But only part of it, actually. I found when I wanted to put this together, I'm just using the stickers. I sort of fell in love with these deer that are some of the stickers that are in this thing. Oh, hi, Julie. I never see you on here. I'm glad that you're here. So I'm using the stickers, and I'm also using Winter Woods. So I saw I'm using this tree right here. This is my favorite set of trees, though. The whole thing is cool. I love this saying here. These are really cool, especially if you have a Stamparatus. It helps you be able to stamp them evenly all together. But I love this stamp set. And then I'm using also Itty Bitty Christmas because I wanted a smaller, for what I'm doing, I wanted a smaller or at least a longer, skinnier greeting. So this one is in the holiday catalog. The Winter Woods is in the fall catalog. Okay, so that's what I'm using. And I'm using stuff from the Wrapped in Plaid suite. So I'm using designer paper and this shaded spruce and gold ribbon. Okay, so that's what I'm using. So I saw this card that I really loved. There was just something about it that I loved that I'm going to show you. And I wanted to show you something with I'm using the Magnolia Lane cards and envelopes again. That's these. These are found in the full catalog. Page 171, is that right? Yeah, page 171. So that's what I'm going to be using. So I'm going to do a simple card, and I'll show you part of it or I did one already, and it stepped up a little bit, but if you do the stepped up part, you're going to want thicker cardstock, because these cards and envelopes are a little bit flimsy. They're not our regular thickness of cardstock. Hi, Kathy. I'm glad you're here, too. Okay, so I'm going to put you down. Remember, I can't see can't see who's commenting or what you're commenting when I put you down, but feel free to ask questions or comment or tell me you love me, all those things. And you can share, remember to share, like, and comment, and I'll put you in a drawing for this card that I'm making that I just love. Okay, so I'm going to put you down. Remember, I have a process. I forgot already. Okay, my tools. I have to backwards you and upside down you. And here we go. Okay, so now you can read the Stampin' Up! Name right here. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is take my envelope. This is not an envelope. This is a card. Let me introduce you to a card here. So I'm going to crease it well so that it stays down for me. And so I have this tree that I'm going to ink up with shaded spruce. And because it's this big, I don't know if you can tell how big it is. My hands are wide. This is the E block, so it's pretty big. So because it's so big, I'm going to leave my block staying down and ink it up by holding on to my ink pad. So it's kind of hard here in the dark with seeing if it looks wet or not. So let's hope I'm inking this up well. I do not know why I have to be in the dark to stamp with you guys. It's really silly. So it's a good thing that I don't come on really early in the morning. That wouldn't work. Okay, so I'm going to, do I want the dark, I want this light here or dark here? I feel like I want the dark here. Okay, so I'm going to stamp once. And I'm going to stamp it again without inking it. Whenever I do that, I'm looking for added dimension. Like, is dimension the right word? I want it to, well, obviously you get 2 shades of color when you do it that way. But I'm just looking for depth. I guess depth is probably what I'm looking for. So anyway, that's all that I'm doing. I'm just stamping that. And then look, I'm using these stickers. Do we call them stickers? I don't even know anymore. We used to call them self-adhesive die cuts or something. I don't remember, but I'm calling them stickers today. So I'm just kind of loving these deer, and I'm just going to peel that sticker off. And look at this. Look how cool that is when you just put it right in front of the trees. Oh, I got green on him because it was still wet. I forgot that part. Okay, so when you stamp on, I'm going to have to give away my other card, I think. When you stamp on, there's like a coating on here probably, so it didn't quite dry. So my deer has green on him. I don't know if I can get that off. Anyway, we won't pay attention to the green right now on him, but I love how he stands out in front of the trees. That is just amazing to me. This card could be just like this. I love it. Okay, but I am going to add a greeting, and I'm going to add ribbon. So the greeting that I wanted, it looks kind of like, I feel like this is the case, and maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I have the wrong company, I guess I'll say, but it looks to me like Currier and Ives, and that's just kind of how this scene looks to me. So this is from Itty Bitty Christmas, and it's peace and happiness, which obviously goes with the deer here. Oh man, my stamp is not mounted on this sticker well, so I don't line it up well. Okay, so here is my card, and I'm gonna fix it because it's tipped a little bit. I didn't necessarily prefer to do it this way, but I prepared for it because I did it on the first one that I did too. Oh shoot, where'd it go? Oh, it's hiding. Okay, so I didn't really want to add white to this because I wanted the deer to stand out, but because I have a small greeting and a tiny little punch that I'm going to use, it'll work. Okay, so what I have is, I'm going to go over here. I don't know if I have enough room. I have shimmery white cardstock, and I have the classic label punch. So this fits in here really well. And then you really need many dimensionals for this, this particular punch. So fortunately, I actually have these out because I planned for if I had a problem on video. Oh, of course, if I already have a problem when I'm not on video, I'm going to have a problem on video, right? That's just the way things go. All right. So there's enough extra space here with this punch here that I can put it right on top, but turn it a little bit so that it's straight and cover up my problem. Okay, so here's my card. Now I keep saying this would just be gorgeous just like this, but I love this ribbon, and so I'm going to use this ribbon too. So this is part of the Wrapped in Plaid suite. But you can get it by itself. Remember, the suite, you can buy anything individually or you can buy it all together, which the suite usually always includes a bundle. And you know that the bundles, definition of a bundle would be a stamp set and usually dies or punch or something like that. And it's, oh, I better not do this while I'm talking. A bundle is a stamp set and a punch or dies usually, and you save 10% when you buy it as a bundle, as opposed to the stamp set individually and the die or the punch individually. Okay, so I stopped because I want to show you this ribbon. Pretty much anytime I'm on camera and doing ribbon, I need to show you. So this is my way. I'm not sure how others do it. I really haven't watched other videos of people doing it. But when I tie a knot, I cross them, and the top one, so left over right is what I'm doing right now. I cross them. I'm not sure if you can see it. But both of these tails, maybe I should put something white underneath. Then you can see me working maybe. Okay, so both of these tails have to be pointing away from me. Okay, so left over right, and you tuck under the top one, and it has to come through. And we're getting this as tight as possible. So now my middle finger is holding it down like where the knot is supposed to be. Now again, now I'm going right over left. So if it's left over right and right over left, or whichever feels more comfortable to you, if you need to start with right over left first. But again, both of them need to be pointing away from me, okay? They're laying flat on each other. They're both pointing away from me. And the top one again is the one that's going to come underneath and through the loop, okay? Now, I'm trying to hold this down so that it stays tight, but also, now that I've done that, once it gets to a certain spot, I'll just hold one end and pull the other, and it helps flatten out this knot right here. All right, I'll get my white out of the way. So that's how. All right. So that's how I do my knots. I don't know what the perfect way is, but that's how I have found works for me. So that's how I teach it. Okay, so here's my gorgeous card, and it's so simple. I stamped 3 times. Well, 4 because I messed up. Okay, so I just love this oh, I can't think of the word. Contrast. That's the word. I love this contrast with this deer. Okay, so this is another thing that I love about these, and that we did this at my Christmas stamp camp, that I just thought it was so cool. Okay, so with these Magnolia Lane, it's a really long name. Magnolia Lane, Memories and More, Cards and Envelopes, I think is, oh, large is somewhere in there. They come with envelope liners too, which are cool. I don't usually do envelope liners, but I like the idea. But what I did for Christmas stamp camp is I used the envelope liner to trace it onto my Plaid designer paper. So all you need actually is a 3x6, so you can cut one of your designer papers in half, and there is a flat side or a straight edge on here, so I just line that up to the edge and make sure that I have room up here. So I'm going to, oops, go somewhere where I don't need to use anything. Okay, so I literally am just using this as a, oops, this one's pretty much ruined unless I just use it the other side, because I keep going off with my pen. So I'm literally just tracing this on here. Now, the reason that I only need, and then I'm cutting inside the line. So even though I'm not using this side, but I'm going inside the line so that I don't have any of the black showing from my pen. So the reason that I can use just a 3-inch wide piece of designer paper is because you don't actually need the liner all the way down into the envelope. You just need it where you can see it. So you don't have to waste all that designer paper to get it done. Okay, so there's one more thing that I need to do before I start putting it in here. So I'm just kind of measuring a little bit. Let's get my deer out of the way. I feel like it's 1.5 inches, but I'm just setting this up to make sure and to show you how I did this, So there's sticky right here, so you can actually close the envelope. So I want to be below that. That's just like the envelope liner would be, that comes with it. And now I need to find the score line of where you would fold the envelope top. So basically it's at 1.5 inches, maybe a little bit lower. So I'm gonna go maybe plus 1/16 of an inch. So I'm gonna line it up at 1.5 inches and maybe one more line, and get my cutting blade out of the way, because the trimmer does come with a cutting and a scoring blade, and I'm just gonna score it. Okay, so now, so that's how I figured out where this needs to go. So now, I told you this the last time that I showed this. All I'm doing, I'm gonna fold it so you can see. All I'm doing is putting adhesive above that score line, because when you fold something that is multiple layers, you know what, I'm gonna get this folded. Use my own folder for this one. When you fold multiple layers, the layers kind of slide, if it's able to, and that just works out better that way. So I have it lined up there. Where's my line? Okay, so you only need I didn't line it up very well, it seems. I'm in the dark. Okay, you only need it attached up here, because then down here can slide a little bit if it needs to. All right, so I'm gonna crease this again. So look, I have my Christmassy envelope liner with my card. So this is shaded spruce, if I didn't tell you, and this is shaded spruce from the Wrapped in Plaid. Okay, so I'm gonna pull you up. I'm gonna upside down you and put you on backwards again. And here I am. And you lost me? Is everybody else here? Are we having technical difficulties? Okay, some of you are. Oh, Marcia, you're funny. It looks cool even with a little extra green. Yeah, I'm sure there's just like the deer rubbed against the tree or something. From here it looks perfect. Oh, good. I'm glad. Okay, so here's my card again. The lighting is always better when I stand it up. And my envelope that goes with it. All right. So, oh good. I'm glad you're here. Thank you for telling me. Sometimes if I don't see comments, like I think that everybody left and somebody's actually said she lost me. So I'm going to show you one more thing that I did. This is the part that I said I stepped it up a little bit, but if you do it, you're definitely going to want to either somehow fortify this card or use different cardstock, not these cards. So I added the puff paint here. Do you remember the puff paint? So it's liquid. You want to shake it really well before you use it, and you just kind of put a thin layer on it. I'm not doing it on camera again because because you can't see this very well maybe. And I guess it got better, but I kind of made this all warped and weird because from the heat of heating up the puff paint, and then like, see, there's actually dimension to the puff paint. So, but I like that look, don't you? You could use crumb cake for the same thing, or maybe you would want to do smoky slate or something as your background. Anyway, so I just loved making my envelope liner with my plaid. I love the plaid so much. And yeah, love the deer standing out. That's cute with a paint. Oh, thanks. I'm glad you like it. Okay, so a couple things for you before I go. I want to share something that I didn't. I started to do this, but then I didn't like how much white was on the card. So I told you that I make, just like the real, I know, it does look really cool. So I told you, well, and you saw me do today, that I made a mistake here, so I needed to come up with something here. So I originally had in mind the greeting, because I was just going to use it from Winter Woods, because, oops, this way. I'm not sure I'll ever get my which side I have to use when I'm on camera. Like I start pointing over here and it's not here. So I was just going to use this saying, and then when I punched it out, it was just too much white. So I punched it out with this, I forgot what it's called, Everyday Label Punch or something like that. That's what this is. So then I had the thought of just trying to make it a smaller white. And so here's what I did. So I made a skinnier piece that I was going to stamp on, but punch it out with the same punch. And look what I got with this punch. Can you see it? So it's like, I like it with the mistake better than just stamping it black on the card. Right. Oh, you do? You like it with the white on it better? See, I don't know. I didn't want the white because I didn't want to take away from the deer. But anyway, so this was too much white. But can you see the difference in the two? It's the same punch, but I just started with the skinny piece with this one before I punched it. I'm not sure if that's coming out right. Anyway, I want to show you that quick. Okay, so a couple things to mention to you. I mentioned this earlier, but I'm going to mention again quick. So this new paper trimmer is available on November 1, which is Friday already. Crazy. And we also have the Christmas time is here, sweet. This is a special flyer that I'll have here when you're here. So it includes this cool, this beautiful stamp set. So it's a suite. So remember, as I said earlier, you can buy individual pieces. So here's a bracelet, actually. It's got a little rose on it, and I think it's Stampin' Up! Like logo. Bracelet. Rose charm is 3/4 of an inch diameter. Stampin' Up! Charm is a 1/2 inch diameter. Both charms are 1 millimeter thick, and it comes in a designer box. So if you have somebody that likes jewelry, loves Stampin' Up!, this would be cool for them. So anyway, all these things are available individually, but also you can buy, and this is a bundle that you can get with these dies, but also you can just get the whole suite of things. So this is also available on November 1. The other thing that I have to share with you, I think I've been kind of preparing you for it because I keep thinking, is this the week? Is this the week? So I will not be live next Wednesday. Todd has a procedure that he's making me get up early in the morning. So I won't be live next Wednesday. I think what I will try to do, I was looking for my phone so that I could look on my calendar, but it's right here. You're right there. So I can't look on my calendar. I think I should be able to do it Thursday morning. So I will warn you and whatever that I will be here 10:30 Thursday morning. I just don't want to, oh, hello, Linda. You say there's no light, but it looks nice and bright to me. Maybe it's snow you got today. Well, so here's, it's not accumulating. It's just, it sounds more like rain, at least where I'm at. No, I opened up 2 of my windows, the blinds a little bit, so that it comes in a little bit, but literally all other lights are off. So, yeah. So, no live next Wednesday. I could tell you another time that it would be there Wednesday, but I can't guarantee. I don't know what my schedule's going to be like. And it's my birthday, so my husband might just want to take me out for breakfast and lunch and supper. I love going out for dinner. For food. I love going out for food. But I think I will do it on Thursday. I should be able to do 10:30 in the morning Thursday. So no Wednesday next week, sorry. But I'll warn you. Okay, so I have a card for you. So make sure that you comment and share and like, and I will put you in a drawing for the card. I always do my drawings on Sunday night or Monday, so I try to announce them on Monday. Sometimes I forget to do it on Monday. But anyway, you take the day for both. Yeah, that sounds great to me. Oh, and no, I'm not going to tell you. Never mind. A little personal. Oh, thanks. Thanks for early happy birthday. Yeah, I think that's all that I have for you. So thank you for joining me today. I love stamping with you. I really do. And have a wonderful day and be safe out there. I heard that there keep being accidents downtown, or I don't know where else. So maybe, I don't know. That's what somebody told me. So have a wonderful day, and I will see you in a week and a day. Bye.